Hi guys, I am Jessie of Crochet by Jessie and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this water bottle bag. So I've made a relatively short strapped one so it will just go over your shoulder like so, but if you want to make a longer strap for the purpose of this video to have a crossbody version, you can do that as well. For this tutorial you're going to need a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors for the end of the project, and I'm using two types of yarn at the same time. I've got a standard acrylic yarn in blue and I've got a grey 80% cotton 20% polyester. The first thing that you're going to do is create a slip knot using both of the yarns at the same time, like so. This is going to be the starting point for this project. Once you've done that, you're going to do 4 chains using this wool, like so. And once you have all 4 of them done, you're then going to do a slip stitch into the first chain to create a loop like this. The first thing you need to do is chain 2 times. This is going to count as the first double crochet for the row. So next you're going to be doing 15 double crochets in total, and then with that chain 2 counting as the first one, you're going to have a total of 16 double crochets for this entire first round. Once you've done all 16, you'll reach to the other side, and then you're going to do a slip stitch into the second chain that you created when you first started the row, like so. So the next step that you're going to have to work on is you're going to do 2 chains again. That's going to count as the first double crochet, and then double crochet into the same space, like so. As for this row, you're going to have 2 double crochets in each stitch. So instead of having 16 when you finish, like you did with the first row, you'll have a total of 32. Once you've finished that row, you'll be looking like this. You'll have a total of 32 stitches, and then you're going to do a slip stitch into the second chain that you created at the start, so it will look like this. For the third row, you're going to do 2 chains again, and that's the first double crochet, and this time you're just going to do a double crochet into every stitch for the round, so you'll have a total of 32 again. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to start to see a very slight curving in with the stitch because you're not increasing for this row, and it's meant to look like that because that's how you create the base for this bottle bag. So far this is the third row that we're working on. You're going to have one more row and then that's going to be the base of the bottle bag sorted. Once you have reached the end of the row like before, you'll see it's curving even more, and you're going to do that slip stitch into the 2 chains like previously, so it looks like this. Your fourth row is going to look slightly different, so you're going to start with your chain 2, and then you're going to be double crocheting only in the back loop of the stitches this time, so it will create a bit of a ridge effect, which is what we want at the base of the bag. This is what I mean by the ridge being created by only going into the back loop of each stitch. And as you can see, it's starting to come into shape a little bit better because we're not doing any more increases for this row. This row is the first row that is going to be visible across the side of your bottle bag, and it's going to be the start of a pattern repeat, which you'll see in a second. Once you reach the end of the row, you're going to do a slip stitch into the second chain like so, and that is the 4th row completed. The shape of the bottle bag is now starting to take form, and this is the perfect point to start our pattern repeats. For this next row, you're going to chain 3 times, and then you're going to flip your work around like so. You're going to do a double crochet, but you're going to avoid the first stitch, and you're going to go into the second one like so. And then you're just going to repeat this pattern. So you're going to chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and work into the next. And you're just going to keep doing this all the way around until you reach the end of the round. This mesh effect row is going to be round 1 of 2 of a pattern repeat that we're going to be continuing to make this bottle bag larger. Once we're towards the end of this row, we're going to have 1 chain, skip the final stitch, and then you're going to work into the second chain and do a slip stitch like so. And then for the next step, you're going to chain 2, flip your work around, and this time you're going to do a double crochet into every stitch, and that includes the chains from the previous row. So you'll see you've got a double crochet here, working into the double crochet next, and then you're going to work into the chain after that as well. This is what your work should be looking like as you're making progress in this round. It's quite a nice effect with the pattern. As you'll see, there are some meshy holes, but you've still got an element of stability with these rows of double crochet going around. Once this row is finished, that's going to be the first lot of pattern repeat completed, and we're going to move on to do another row of the mesh stitch. Now we've gotten to the end of the row, you're going to be doing your slip stitch into the chain 2 at the start of this row. The next part that we need to work on now is going to be the mesh, so you're going to do chain 3 like last time, turn your work around again like so, skip the first double crochet and work into the next one. You're going to chain again, and then you're going to skip the next double crochet and work into the one after that. You're going to repeat this process until you get to this end point here, where you're going to chain 1 and you're going to do your slip stitch into the chain 2 that you created at the start of the row, so it will look like this. Then you're going to chain 2 again, flip your work around, and you'll be doing a double crochet into every stitch again, including the chains, so it will be starting to look like this again. So it's the second part of the pattern repeats. The 2-round pattern repeat that we have been doing is all that we are going to be doing for the remainder of the body of the water bottle bag. So it's just going to be repeating doing these 2 rows again and again until we have the size that we want. So it's just going to be this part here repeated as follows. This is what it looks like when the second pattern repeat is finished. So you have the 4 base rows, you have the 2 lots of mesh, and you have the 2 lots of double crochet on top. This is how it looks after 3 pattern repeats, and you'll be able to tell that because there's 3 lots of mesh stitches. Here is what it looks like when you then have 4 pattern repeats like so, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows in total. We have now finished the majority of the bottle bag, and we're just working on the final row. So you're going to chain 1, turn your work around, and we're going to be working single crochets around the entire of this row. Once you have finished this row of single crochet, you're going to have the entire of the body of the water bottle bag complete, and after that we're just then going to be working on the straps, and then your project will be finished. This is how it looks on the other side, so it's a very nice top of the pattern. And then you're going to work all your way around like this up until you get to the last stitch. And once you've got to the last stitch, you're then going to do a slip stitch into the top of that first single crochet again to join the row together. The body of your water bottle bag is now finished. For the straps, you're just going to chain 1 and flip your work around again. And then you're going to be doing a half double crochet into the first 6 stitches like so. Once you have completed the 6 half double crochets, you're just going to be doing a chain 1, turn your work around, and then repeat the process until you have the desired length of the strap. If you would like a slightly thicker strap, then you can do 8 half double crochets for the row, but for the purpose of this tutorial I'm sticking with 6 as it's a good in between. For my water bottle bag, I did a total of 60 rows for my strap, and that was a comfortable shoulder bag strap. But if you want to have a crossbody, you would have to do at least 80 or so rows, depending on where you want it to sit. This is how my strap is looking when I have done about 22 rows of half double crochet. I still have a lot left to do for my strap, but it's good to just keep checking and seeing how long the strap is, just to make sure you get it to the right length for you. I recommend having one of the yarns that you use be a little bit more rigid. For me, that's the grey cotton, just because it helps the bag keep its shape and means it doesn't get stretched out. This is how my strap looks after doing 60 rows of half double crochet. I'm happy with how it looks, so now I just need to join it onto the other side. To join the strap, you're going to be going through the base of the bottle bag and the strap, and you're going to be connecting them by doing a single crochet like this. So you're going to go into both the bottle bag and the strap, like so, and join. And there should be an equal number of stitches on either side of the strap, just to make sure that the placement is right. As you should have a total of 32 stitches for each round, you should have 10 on either side of the strap which aren't being used. When you're coming up to the end of joining the strap together, you're going to go into the final stitch like so, complete your final single crochet, and then you're just going to chain one, cut your work, pull the wool through the chain and pull it like this, and then that is everything that you needed to do for your bag. So you've just got to weave in that final loose end, but it is complete. This is how the bag is looking when done, and then I'm just putting my water bottle in now, and then as you can see it fits perfectly. I've still got the lid out, which is what I prefer, but if you'd rather have it hidden then you can just make the bag longer. I'm really happy with how my water bottle bag turned out, and I hope that you're happy with how yours is as well. If you guys would like to see more tutorials like this, then hit the subscribe button below and hit the bell to be notified for when my next videos are up. Thanks for watching.